Are you asking me why the ground is not up in the sky?
No, that's what physics is trying to answer.
Right,
Why
right.
is that what the physics is trying to answer? Why are the densest materials on the ground? Why are they attracted? That's what physics is trying to answer. And they
Well,
answered it with
wait a second. Wait a
gravity.
second. Wait. It's you're using that word again. Attraction. There's no attraction.
Okay, I think okay, maybe whatever word you want to use. The point is, physics is trying to explain why are things falling. Okay,
Yeah,
that's why we have gravity.
it's the
Gravity
same
is used to
reason things
explain
rise.
why things fall.
Well, wait.
You
What
can't.
gravity?
You flat earthers don't have an explanation. You just say,
But
"Oh,
you don't have an
density."
wait. No, you don't have an explanation. You
We
made up
do.
a
It's called
word.
gravity.
No,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Okay. What is gravity?
It depends. Are you talking about
No,
Newtonian
what
or
is No,
Einsteinian?
you just said that gravity was responsible for things going down. What is gravity?
Okay, in
Oh,
Newtonian
Flatzoid.
physics, gravity is mass attracting mass,
Okay,
and in Einsteinian
that's it.
physics, it is the curvature of spacetime.
Can you prove mass actually attracts mass?
Within the Newtonian context, yeah, you can.
How?
You can demonstrate mass attracting mass.
No, can you prove it? You
Yeah,
can you can watch a
if you
phenomenon.
conduct
Wait
the
a second, you're doing the same thing. You're watching a phenomenon and you're assuming a cause.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
You
can
can't
I
assume the
can
cause.
demonstrate it to you
What if
via I can demonstrate
how did you manipulate the independent variable?
I could demonstrate it to you via experiment, via
You
experimentation.
can actually manipulate the independent variable?
Yeah, it's called the Cavendish experiment. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, it's not an experiment, it's an observation.
No, I'm saying no, it's an experiment.
It's an experiment. What was the independent variable?
Just give me 1 second. I'll tell you what the independent variables were.
I mean,
So
it should be
the
pretty easy. I
How's it
mean, if
going,
I'm
man?
watching
Can
something
you guys hear
fall,
me still? Can you guys still
yeah.
hear me?
Flatzoid, what do you got, bro?
How's it? I just want to tell Timothy, first of all, Cavendish is not an experiment. There is no actual singular IV for a
No, it is
DV.
an experiment.
And sorry, I'm still talking. And mass does not attract mass because you require gravity to be a force for that to happen. And gravity hasn't been seen as a force for 109 years. Just had to point it out.
Yeah, you're not listening. I clearly stated two types of gravity. One is known as the local context, and the other is known as the celestial context.
You
And
don't get.
the local context adheres to Newtonian mechanics and Newtonian physics. And so in Newtonian physics, mass attracts mass. We can observe that in the local context, mass attracting mass.
You assume that.
And you can demonstrate this through the Cavendish experiment. Now I can give you the independent and the dependent variables. I'll happily do that. Do you want the independent dependent
Yes,
variables? I'll happily give you the
yes,
independent dependent variables of the Cavendish experiment.
yes.
So the independent variable is the distance between the masses in the experiment, right? That's the independent variable.
So not gravity then.
Huh?
Then not gravity then.
No, I'm getting there. The dependent variable is the gravitational force between the masses,
And where did you
No,
and
you said
it's
distance.
no, I that's the independent variable. The independent
You only
variable
get
is the
one independent
distance.
variable. Sorry, this is what I'm trying to correct you on. You only get one independent variable. Your independent
Oh my
variable
god,
is
I
supposed to be
literally just
gravity
did
because
that.
you're claiming
I gave you
gravity is the
one independent
independent variable.
variable, and now I'm giving you the dependent variable. If you just listen instead of blah blah blah, then you can understand.
Sorry. Your incredulity about
Oh
gravity is not helping
god.
you.
Why are you interrupting me, man?
Independent variable is the
Oh my
cause.
god.
If you're claiming gravity is the cause, that's supposed to be independent variable.
You are really extremely stupid. Congratulations. But
Wow,
look,
at all.
So wait a second. Why you devolved into ad hom? Nobody has called you stupid, Timothy.
but
Why
yeah,
do you
come
find
on.
it necessary? Wait a second. Why do you find it necessary? You see, this is what happened to you.
Just because it's an
You
add-on
no,
doesn't
no,
mean
no,
it's
no,
not
no, no,
true.
no. I'm going to explain what happened to you. You memorized this nonsense. Somebody told you that made you fucking smart, and when somebody points out that it's not real, it's an attack on your smartness. You take it as an insult, and therefore have to resort to ad hominems. Do you think you could refrain from that from now on?
Yeah, I'll happily refrain from it. But if somebody
Good.
came to me and said,
Leave your emotions
if
out of
somebody
it.
came to me and said 1 + 1 is 3, I'm gonna call them stupid. That's just how it is.
Okay, then in that case,
I,
I can call you stupid because you say independent variable is gravity, but you're not saying gravity is the independent variable. Therefore, you're stupid. Well done.
you're not listening, bro. Flatzoid. Flatzoid has fried your brain. The dependent variable is the gravitational force. Okay, the gravitational force between the masses as measured by the deflection of a
How can
torsion
that be a
balance.
dependent variable? How can that be
As
a
the,
dependent variable? It's
I'll
not even,
explain.
it's an assumption.
No, it's not an
Yes,
assumption.
it is. It's an assumption.
No, it's the gravitational force between two masses.
How do you know it's the gravitational force between the two masses?
I'm
How could
getting
you
there.
isolate
I'm
that?
getting there. I'm getting there. As measured by the deflection of the torsion balance, right? The deflection of the torsion balance, the angle in which the string is twisted, you can determine the gravitational constant. So
Torsion
this
test.
idea that you're talking about, oh, how do we determine gravity? I just showed you how we determine
So
gravity,
No,
gravity
and
is
you've been
torsion
absolutely
dynamics.
debunked.
So gravity is torsion dynamics.
Huh?
that's
What you're
what Cavendish
measuring.
does. It demonstrates torsion twist. Didn't you know this?
Yeah, and that we can measure the angle of the twist. And the
So
angle of
not
the twist.
gravity then.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is gravity. Oh
How do you
god.
know? How is it gravity? Where was
Because
that
that's how
proven?
we obtained the gravitational constant from that experiment.
No, you didn't.
Oh my god, my brain, my brain.
No, you didn't. Otherwise,
Face
so
palm.
then the gravitational constant meant that those weights went together at 9.8 meters per second squared.
It came from the Cavendish experiment.
No, it didn't. It came from measuring how fast things fell.
Oh my god, my brain, my brain, my brain, my brain.
How are you going to get 9.8 meters per second out of the Cavendish experiment? Please explain that to me.
Okay, do you know what the can you still hear me?
Yeah.
So the Cavendish experiment gave us the gravitational constant G. Okay, do you know what the gravitational constant is?
Which one? You're talking about what,
I'm
from the
talking about
mass of the earth or something?
I'm talking about 6.67 times 6.674 times 10 to the power of 11 uh meters cubed kilograms per second squared.
So you're talking about
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
entire.
whoa. Can you ask him what's
Yeah.
kilogram quickly?
Huh?
What's a kilogram?
What kind of question is that?
Is it? Are you evoking weight as gravity?
Dude, oh my god.
It's a
Oh my
simple
god,
question.
dude.
Are you
Is this
evoking
guy a
weight as
troll?
gravity?
I think this guy might be a troll.
No, I know better. I already know
Dude,
better. I think you
I
might
eat
be.
globies like you for breakfast, mate. I have a channel
Dude,
and I'm literally
no, you
trying
don't.
to educate you on your own religion. That's all I'm doing. Do you
In
equate
religion.
gravity, weight as gravity?
Oh my god. Okay, so the kilogram doesn't demonstrate the weight of gravity. You freaking oh my god.
So
The
are you
kilogram is
referring?
there. The
Are
kilogram is
you
there. Oh my
are you
god, I'm
referring
having
to
a
a
illness.
mass of the Earth? Is that what you're
No,
getting
I'm
at?
trying to hold on. The kilogram is there to
What
as part
what
of
is a
the
kilogram though?
I'm getting there. You keep
Okay.
interrupting.
All right.
It represents the mass of the objects that are experiencing the gravitational force. Okay,
In that medium.
it's not the weight of
In that
gravity.
medium. What the fuck, is he losing his mind or what? You all right,
Sorry, what?
Tim? I said, are you all right? Did you drop acid or something? Or we're cool.
I'm just laughing my ass off.
No, you're not really. That's a forced laugh. You're just being a retard.
Oh, well, I thought you said no ad hominems.
No, I mean you are. You're acting retarded. You're forcing a laugh like that's
You
not even
said the
real.
weight of gravity, bro. That's
No,
hilarious.
that's what you are saying. You are trying
That's,
to
No,
equate
I'm not.
gravity as weight.
you're equating gravity. Yeah, you're equating gravity as
No,
weight.
I said that the kilogram is used to represent the masses which are experiencing the gravitational
Mm,
force. So the mass of the objects experiencing the gravitational force, that's why we have kg in the 6.674 times 10 to the power 11 m3
what force?
kilogram per second squared.
What? Yeah. What
The
What
force?
force?
gravitational force.
There
You're
is no
supposed to be
force.
proving the force, not evoking
Oh
force without having
my
the force.
God.
How
You
are you?
can't
Yeah.
be.
What force? You're assuming there's a force.
No, we determine it
Yes.
from the twisting. The
No.
twisting.
It's
The
torsion
twisting.
dynamics, bro.
Oh my
It's just
God.
torsion dynamics. It's not even an experiment. It's a.
Oh my God. It's the
y-
do you know what the twisting? Do you want to do it live? Do you want to do the experiment live right now?
Sure. Set it up. Let's do it right now. Set it up.
Make
Oh my
sure you
God.
are accounting for all the confounding
Okay, so
variables,
I'll
please.
explain it as best as I can. All right, I'm gonna explain it as
You,
best
you
as I can.
realize you're trying to explain something to
So
people who have already dissected the shit out of it. And that's why we can confidently say the things that we're saying. Everything that you're trying to give to us, we already know. We already know this. And we've already dissected it. It's not like you're our teacher or something. It's not like we just zoomed here from the 13th century. We went through the same indoctrination centers you did. We were told the same fucking bullshit that you were told. The only difference is we went ahead and questioned what we were told. You accepted it.
but you don't even know the Cavendish experiment.
We do know the Cavendish experiment. We know it so well that we know it's not an experiment and it's not scientific.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Are you one of those people that thinks math is science? Are you?
Have you noticed he said he's going to demonstrate it for us, and now he's not demonstrating it?
I wish I could, but you guys keep like cutting me off. It's like it's hilarious.
Words
Sorry,
are not a
demonstration doesn't
demonstration.
require your mouth. It requires action.
Yeah,
I'll happily like demonstrate it, but I don't want to interrupt this guy's stream. He's obviously streaming a debate.
well, it's I got
Excuses.
time for you, bro. I got time for you.
Are you sure?
Sure. How long is it going to
Um,
take you to set up the Cavendish experiment?
maybe I'll set up the whole experiment next time,
All right.
but it's really simple. It's just
Mhm.
a bunch of balls hanging on
Yeah.
a piece of string,
Yeah.
and you're basically looking at the hypothesis is that mass will attract mass, right? That's the hypothesis. And so
Uh,
what you'll see is these two balls attracting each other. They come together. They kiss.
is
And
that a
and and
joke?
they, and you find that in the twisting, right, of the wire. You measure the angle of the twist and you determine the gravitational constant from that.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Oh,
And
so you're not
that
measuring
sounds so.
gravitational constant.
and you
You're
can use that
correlating.
constant. You can use that constant to determine the two masses, like something falling, free fall. You
Uh-huh.
can determine the free fall
Mm-hmm.
of an object by taking into account its mass
Mm-hmm.
and the gravitational constant, and you can determine how fast it's accelerating to the ground. So for you to say it doesn't work, it's garbage, you're just stupid. We use it in
Uh,
everything. We use it in computers. We use it in
No, they
astronomy. We
don't.
use it in
no,
we
no,
use it
you
in
don't use Cavendish in computers,
we
Tim.
use
That's
no.
nonsense.
You're not listening. We use the gravitational constant. We use the gravitational constant in everything that we do, from missiles to
Acceleration is not gravity,
to
Tim.
to
Yeah,
to GPS to
in
all kinds
effect,
of things.
Timothy, an effect is not a cause.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the
You,
gravitational
you keep
constant.
jumping back and
I'm
forth.
talking about the gravitational constant from the Cavendish experiment. Okay, we
No,
use
they
it
don't.
for.
They use 9.8 meters per second
No, we
squared,
use the gravitational constant. Oh my
which is
God. Which is 6.674. We use that gravitational constant
for
in
what?
little g. We use it in little g. Do you
No,
know
you
what little
don't.
g is? Yes, we do.
No, no, you don't.
Yo,
Hold on 1 second. Wait, let me ask you something again. You laughed before. Are you one of these people that thinks that math is science?
oh my God. Dude, listen, math is just a
Can you just
language.
answer the question, yes or no, and stop giggling like a maniacal weirdo? Are you a person that thinks that math is science?
Listen, math is a language we use to interpret what we see.
There
Okay.
you go. There you go.
Oh my
There you
god!
go.
Like, if I witnessed the twisting of a wire and I
You
see it
witness the
oscillating,
twisting of a wire and
yeah.
determine that's why things
Hold on,
fall.
hold on, hold on, hold
Are
on,
you fucking shitting
hold on.
me? You
Relax.
watched a wire twist. Hold on a second. You watched a fucking wire twist and determined that that is enough to tell you why things fall to the ground. You never came to the idea that perhaps it's because that object has more relative density to the medium that it's in. You never came to
No,
that
because
conclusion.
no.
So you never wondered why things don't fall that fast in, say, water or in mercury or in other mediums, that there's a different rate of fall depending on the medium. Holy cow, there's something to consider.
No, because the gravitational constant needs to be determined.
Well,
Right?
to what? The medium of air or the medium of water? Because the medium is dependent upon it.
Can
No.
I ask Timothy one more question quickly?
So do you know what little
Timothy,
g is? But hold on, I just want to ask him. Do you know what little g is?
Little g is defined as 9.8 meters per second squared.
Okay, so then yeah, okay, awesome. So in little g, we use
But that's
6.674 in little g.
okay.
Okay?
Listen to me.
Oh my god.
In
Okay, okay.
little g is an effect. It's not a cause. So when you say force equals mass times gravity, I can say force equals mass times acceleration. And it's the same without assuming the cause of the acceleration. You understand this, right? And when I'm dealing with a buoyancy formula, I don't have to assume that weight is due to gravity. Weight is nothing more than a quantification of the density of that object within a given medium. That's it. It's going to weigh
Oh
different.
my god.
You don't think things weigh different in different mediums? Things
Oh
actually weigh
god, my
more.
brain. My
Things
brain.
actually weigh more in a vacuum. Why would that be? You've removed the air that's pushing against down on you from the downward acceleration of air that you think there is.
Oh my god. You must be like unbelievably. Can you explain why then we use it in everything
okay,
that we
can
do?
I ask my question now, Tim?
We use
Sorry,
it in everything we do.
Sovereign,
Yeah, go for it, Flatzoid.
what you was just saying, and this is particularly to what Sov is saying now. When you get your average in a vacuum, what is the independent variable that you create?
Why are
What
you
did you
guys
manipulate to
obsessed
get
about
that
independent
9.8
and dependent
meters?
variables? I've given you guys independent dependent variables, and you still throw out the experiment.
No,
So
no,
there's no
no.
point
I'm
in me
saying,
giving you
Tim,
independent dependent variables. You're just
Tim,
annoying at this point.
you might
Just
need
shut
to
up.
keep quiet a bit and just listen quickly. When you
No, I'm not
get your
answering your stupid
to
dumb
get your
questions.
9.8 meters per second squared in a vacuum, what is the
What?
manipulated independent variable to get that?
Yo, pass me that bong, cause I need a hit right now. I'm losing brain
Right.
cells.
You struggled to find the independent variable in your Cavendish. You had to look it
No,
up.
I
Okay.
literally gave
Now
it
we're
to you.
talking about something dropping in a vacuum chamber, and you don't understand it again. The only thing you have is incredulity and laughter that you force out.
Dude, just give me the bong, bro. Like honestly, like I'm losing
Here you
like
go.
Okay, can I quickly educate you, Timothy?
he keeps asking for independent
When
variables. I give
when
it to him, and then he just says, "Nuh-uh,
why are you
nuh-uh."
talking like in third person? I'm right here. You can talk to me. Anyway, Tim,
No,
when you
that's just
use
a
something in a
flat
vacuum,
earther.
sorry,
Timothy.
can I talk? I know this is triggering. As soon as you invoke a vacuum, you are manipulating the medium. So you're manipulating the densities. You are not manipulating gravity. Your gravity is not a force, it doesn't exist.
Wait, did you just say gravity doesn't exist?
Yes.
Bro, we use it in everything we do.
No, you use a measured effect. You use a
Oh
measured
god.
effect and
Okay,
assume
you
cause.
hold on. You okay? So you agree with it, little G? Yeah, you acknowledge it.
in the ambient in
Okay,
the
if
conditions.
you acknowledge little g, you acknowledge gravity.
No, I don't. That's an effect.
Period.
No,
Because
no,
in little
no,
g, hold on.
Timothy.
Oh God.
Is 9.8 meters per second squared an effect or a cause?
That's not the point.
No, it is the fucking point. Is it
Oh my God,
is
you're
it an
dumb.
effect? Is it an effect or a cause?
That doesn't matter.
It does matter
point
because you're
is,
invoking
in
it as a cause, and actually you're
can I
saying that
just
the
let me
cause
finish?
and the effect are the same thing.
Can you just let me finish?
Yeah.
In little g,
Yeah.
we use gravity. We use the gravitational constant from the
You use
Cavendish experiment
an
to
assumption or
determine the little g.
you assume a
Oh my God!
cause.
Oh my God!
You assume a cause for a measured effect. That's all you've
Oh
done.
my
You've
God!
assumed
Okay, so hold
a
on.
cause. I could say weight. You say weight due to gravity. I could say weight due to magic elves in a council table.
Wait. So you don't accept Cavendish experiment?
It's not an experiment. It's not even scientific. Why would I? It's
Okay,
just torsion dynamics.
the gravitational constant from the Cavendish experiment is just garbage, right? It's just rubbish.
Yes.
Okay, but you accept the little g. You accept the little g, yeah?
I accept the little a. How about that?
Oh my God.
No, what is with your maniacal laughter? Do you think you could calm down a little
Because
bit?
I'm
No one
just
really believes that you're laughing. Okay,
because
no
you
one
just
really believes that.
unbelievably like ridiculously
No
like
one
brain
really
dead.
believes.
So I left the video in the
Okay.
chat because he
Okay,
can't
cool.
demonstrate it. So I'll show a demonstration where it doesn't work.
All right. Just 1 second here. I'm going to pull this up over here. And
Because unlike Lovi, we demonstrate
yo,
things.
Rakeem for a, I agree, man. Oh my God. Oh my God.
all right. Does it got sound?
No, it's got no sound. Point out where this is working, please, Tim.
I have no idea what you're showing, nor do I care. I'm not.
That's
To
called
be
the
honest with you,
Cavendish.
to be honest with you, I'm not even going to respond to you because you're just officially you're officially
That's called the
stupid.
Cavendish.
No
Timothy, there's
offense, but
something
you're
you said you would
officially
demonstrate to
stupid.
us working.
Oh
It's the
God.
Cavendish experiment, Timothy. Isn't this what you were going to demonstrate, bro?
With all due respect,
Which means you're about to say something
with all
disrespectful.
due respect to the host, I'm not going to engage with this other guy here. He's just like
What are you talking
just,
about? What are you talking about? He's showing you right here. Here's a Cavendish experiment over a course of 9 hours, 10 hours. Now, coming up to 11 hours. No movement, nothing.
Oh my God.
Zippo.
Oh my God.
There's
Listen.
12 hours, 13.
Do you want more? I can show more.
Oh my God, I'm losing brain cells.
Well, I don't think you had any to begin with, bro.
Like you guys are
for real. You
incredibly
came
like
in with just some
unbelievable.
nonsense
The
that somebody
Cavendish
told you.
experiment. The Cavendish experiment.
You're looking at the Cavendish experiment
Hold
right
on,
there.
can I actually respond? The Cavendish experiment works in a vacuum, okay?
Oh my fucking God.
Oh my Lord. In fact, Cavendish in his time.
Can you show me?
Can I finish my response, sir?
Yes, you can.
During Cavendish's time, he desperately was looking for an environment that didn't have any air resistance. He desperately tried to look for one because he knew that in order for this to work, he needed to have a vacuum environment.
Yep.
But in his time, there was no such thing as a vacuum environment.
Do you know
So
why?
to
So
invalidate,
if he was
why?
alive, if he was alive today, he would go to a vacuum environment and do his experiment in there.
Do you know why there was? Do you know why there was
Absolutely
no?
pathetic, moronic moron.
Okay, so do you know why there was no vacuums? around for him to experiment with? Do you want to know why? Because vacuums don't exist in nature anywhere.
Oh my god.
Can you demonstrate a vacuum? Can you demonstrate a vacuum without
Yes, we can make a
containment?
vacuum. We've created vacuums. Go to NASA. There's
No,
vacuums there.
wait. You have to create a vacuum. It doesn't
Yes.
exist in
Oh
nature.
my
Didn't I just
god.
did I not
Yes.
just get done saying that a vacuum does not exist in nature?
No, it doesn't exist in the natural world because
That's right. So why are we
because of
invoking it?
atmosphere,
Then why
because
are
of
we
atmosphere and air resistance. But when he
right?
was
So
conducting when he was
why
conducting his
would we
experiment,
why shut up a minute. Why would we invoke a fucking vacuum if there's no conditions anywhere in nature that has a vacuum?
because of something called pressure gradient, and because of something called the atmosphere
You
and
can't
air
have a
pressure.
pressure. You cannot have a pressure at all, gradient or not, without
Oh
containment.
my god!
Jack,
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
how much
Okay,
does
I've
air
got one
weigh?
more point to this, if I may quickly, Tim. The
Oh,
reason I
please
wanted
stop
to show
talking.
you
You're just gonna
Cavendish
ask
not
for
working,
independent variables again.
the reason
All right.
the reason I wanted to show you Cavendish not working was to specifically show, because you claimed Cavendish was scientific. So based on science, if someone does an experiment and it goes against their hypothesis and experiment, therefore it is invalidated. I just showed you an experiment that has a lot more tolerances than Cavendish used, and it shows it not to work. So therefore, your hypothesis and not experiment is
I just
debunked as
responded
being
to this
gravity
already.
for the cause.
Yeah, Sovereign Soul. Did you not hear me respond to this already?
So
Okay, just hand me the bong. Just hand me the whole bong because I
get,
desperately need it
get
right
your
now.
own fucking bong, mooch. Jesus Christ, will you smoke OP? It looks
Bro,
like.
listen, I already addressed this. He's just repeating himself like a
You didn't
nutcase.
address it. You danced around it.
Listen, Cavendish during his time desperately wanted
Doesn't
a
fucking
vacuum
matter. It
environment.
doesn't. What does it fucking matter? Where
It
is there a
matters
vacuum?
because that's the validity of his argument. He
Well,
needed
obviously it's not, because
it
we're not
works.
we're
It
not in
works
a
in an
hold
environment. Oh
on.
my
If I drop something, you're claiming it's mass attracting mass, right? I'm not in a fucking vacuum, jackass. Am I? I'm not in a
Oh my
fucking
god.
vacuum.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
So
my
where
god.
does a vacuum exist in nature? Nowhere. Vacuums need containment. They have to be created. No such thing, bro. And I don't think that Cavendish ever even thought of a fucking vacuum. Okay,
you know
you're
what?
making up shit. You're making up shit and you're giving attributes to people you have no idea about. Some eccentric crackpot looking at balls through a telescope in his fucking shed, who didn't even
respond?
release the information until after he was fucking dead.
Can I respond? Can I respond? So the
Come
reason
on.
why Cavendish wanted a vacuum environment was so that
How do you know he wanted a vacuum environment?
because if you've read his fucking experiments, it literally
Show me.
tells you.
Show me in his fucking words that he says, I wish
I
I had a
can't do it
vacuum
right now.
environment.
I can't do it right now. But I'm
He
not on my
wouldn't even
computer.
he wouldn't even conceived of a vacuum environment.
Hold on. Because the reason why he wanted a vacuum is because he didn't want air resistance, right? He didn't want air interference. He didn't want reduction of buoyant forces. So there's a number of reasons why he wanted a vacuum environment. It's not because he wanted to simulate a vacuum environment or whatever. He needed it because he needed to ensure that he didn't get any air resistance. He didn't get any uh, uh, reduction of buoyant forces, which is caused by air density, which can affect the apparent weight of objects. He's basically, he wanted a vacuum environment to minimize external interferences. That's why he wanted a vacuum environment. This is why he conducted his experiment in a shed, away from everything, away from the elements, away from all kinds of things. Okay. Now, the experiment would work perfectly fine in a vacuum. Perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine in a fucking vacuum. Fucking idiots.
Okay,
You
so
acknowledged
can
little
can
g. If you
you
acknowledge
just made
little
a few
g, you
you
acknowledge
just made a few
gravity.
claims there,
That's how
Tim.
that works.
Tim, you just made a few claims. You said he wanted it in a vacuum. First of all, a vacuum wasn't even a thing then. It wasn't even invented because a vacuum is man-made. Okay? So he
Oh
couldn't
my
invoke a
god. Okay,
vacuum
hold
because
on,
he
hold
didn't
on. What
know
do you think a
about it.
vacuum is?
So would you please present everybody where he said anything about a vacuum in any of his papers or anything?
Sure. But I'm gonna ask you, what do you think a vacuum is?
It's privation of matter.
Huh?
Next.
What did you say?
It's a privation of matter. Next.
So will you present us the papers where he said vacuum, please?
Any air resistance, right? A vacuum is no air resistance,
Privation of matter.
minimal gas pressures. So that's the whole point. He needed that
Privation of
environment.
matter.
Yeah, but he needed that environment so that he can
Where does that
ensure.
environment exist?
That's not the point, dude.
Are
It
we
doesn't.
not looking at a natural phenomenon? Why would we look at a natural phenomenon in an unnatural setting?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so are you telling me that you've never done an experiment in your life?
I have.
Dude, do you even know what
Okay,
natural
so
sciences is,
so
Tim?
so so you agree that there's certain experiments where you need to make sure that you're not affected by external influences, right? Like,
Sure, like
for example, if
temperature,
you're conducting an
sometimes
experiment,
it's amount of light. There's all different variables. Yes, those are called controls. Okay, those are called control variables. We conduct them with the same conditions, and then isolate an independent variable. In other words, the cause that we think it is, and modulate that cause in order to determine it to be the cause. You
okay,
understand?
okay, awesome. All right. So if I want to conduct an experiment and I want to make sure that I can accurately detect the angle in which the twisting occurs, but the thing is, I don't want to do this outside where there's wind and it can blow everything around, and I don't want to be affected by buoyant forces where it can make the weight of these bars
What buoyant
bigger and
forces?
smaller. So you want to make sure that you're in an environment where you're not affected by these external influences.
Wait. You
Okay.
said buoyant forces. You're saying he's trying to prove gravity. You can't have buoyant force if you haven't proved gravity yet.
True.
No. Okay. So buoyant forces can affect the weight of objects, and it can
So then
introduce
gravity
like
doesn't cause buoyancy. Nice, I agree.
introduce dude, what are you dude, just shut up, bro. You're just fucking
He's right
stupid.
though.
You're
You
just
just did. You
incredibly
basically stated
fucking
that. You
dumb.
basically stated that. You did. You basically stated that.
Do you know what buoyant forces are? Oh god.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
displacement.
In fact,
Archimedes
wasn't it?
principle.
Yeah, Archimedes. I think it was like about 1900 years before Isaac Newton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Archimedes principle has been postulated 1,900 years before Newton was even a twinkling of an eye. Do you know
Yeah.
there was no such thing as gravity when Archimedes was alive?
Yeah.
Bro,
No
there's
little
so many
G.
things that didn't. Bro, computers didn't exist during Archimedes. Are you saying
Yeah.
computers
No
aren't
little
real?
G. It
Like,
was
just
still.
shut up, bro.
He
Like,
was
oh
still
my
on.
god.
How could he have? How could he have been right without knowing about gravity then?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is called an appeal to history, and you're just fucking
Isn't that
stupid.
what you just did by
Listen,
telling us that what Cavendish wished he had and shit? Isn't that what you just did?
wish he had? It's in his papers. He literally said, I
You
needed an
haven't shown
environment
that.
away
You,
from the
I,
elements.
I would love to see where Cavendish invoked vacuum. I would love to see that.
Oh my god.
I would love to see that where he said, "I wish that
Hold on,
I
hold on.
had a vacuum."
Before I go, I just want you to, I just want to ask you this one simple question. Two simple questions. So you don't accept Cavendish, right?
Well, who would?
Okay, awesome. I don't know. I just need you to say, I don't accept Cavendish experiment.
I don't accept Cavendish experiment. He was a
Okay. Do
crackpot
you okay? Do
eccentric.
you acknowledge little g?
No,
Okay. I need you just repeat after me. I wait. You said you don't acknowledge little g.
no,
You
no.
literally said before you do
No,
acknowledge 9 point whatever,
no.
whatever.
I changed it. I changed it. I
Oh, you
called it.
changed it. You changed
Yeah.
your mind.
No. I changed G. I changed G.
Oh, you changed it.
Yeah.
You
You know what I
changed
changed it
G.
to? You want to know
Bro,
what I changed it
then
to?
explain why I can use G. Could you explain that?
Because you might as well use A because it's acceleration. It's not an
Oh my
effect.
god, you're fucking dumb. Oh
Is it
god.
acceleration or not?
No, you can't do that with anything
Is
else
it
other than G.
acceleration or not? Is the
You
small g
can't.
that you use, is it a cause or an effect?
That doesn't matter.
It
What
does
matters is
matter.
you said
It does
you
matter.
said you
No,
said
no,
you
no, no,
acknowledge
no, no,
G.
no. What in the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
You
What's
acknowledge
with this
G, bro.
FTFE laugh, man?
What is with that stupid laugh, man?
You acknowledge G. You said it. You said you acknowledge little G.
I
He
acknowledge G
acknowledges
as an
acceleration. Aren't you
as
listening?
an
Bro, I'm gonna clip this.
acceleration.
I'm gonna clip this and put it on
Clip it
TikTok.
all
You're
you
gonna go
want
bro.
to.
You're gonna go
Okay,
viral, bro.
Timothy.
You're gonna go
All
viral.
right.
Timothy.
Yes, because
Actually
everybody's
fucking
watching this
dumb, bro.
because everybody's watching the Timothy Globe show. We've all heard of you. So I'm sure that your
No,
clip
I'm gonna
is going to
clip.
get
You're
a
gonna be
lot of
famous, bro.
traction.
You're gonna be famous. You're gonna
I
be
already
famous.
am famous.
Timothy, we said we can acknowledge acceleration because that is what we see. We do not accept your globe religion rhetoric about
No,
gravity.
I've already caught this
That's
guy
not
saying
even
he
a
accepts
force to
little
give
G,
that
bro.
acceleration.
What is wrong? Is there? I'm serious, man. Do you have like a mental problem or something? Why do you laugh like that?
Because this is
No. I mean, is that
hilarious.
really how you laugh, or are you just a lunatic? Because it sounds like you're just a lunatic.
No, you're right. I am a lunatic when I'm surrounded
You
by
are.
idiots.
Well, then you must be giggling continuously when you're alone. Because then you
So can I
are
also ask
clearly
one more question
surrounded
before you
by
hit
idiots.
Timmy?
Oh my god!
Are
Can
you
I find the
evoking
independent
the
variable of your
cause and
brain
effect
that's
is the same
missing in your
thing?
head?
You think cause and effect is the same thing, Tim?
That's not the point, dude.
Yeah, it
The
is the
point is
point.
not about
It
cause
is
and
no, it is
effect,
the point.
bro.
No, it is the point. Do you think
Oh
cause
my
and
god!
effect
You
are the
said
same
you
thing?
accept little G, but you don't accept Cavendish. Oh
Little
my lord!
g is nothing more than an observed effect. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't give you a cause, does
Okay,
it?
if I
So
made if I
if
made
I
if
say
I if
shut
I
up, I'm talking now.
wow, you're so rude.
No, you're rude. You better get the fuck over it because look whose name's on the show, dickhead. It's mine, not yours. You dig? All right. Now, the little g in your fucking formula that you slipped in instead of an A for acceleration does not give you a cause. It doesn't mean that gravity exists outside of the context of weight. Okay? So we have an observed effect. You've not proven a cause. You've only assumed a cause. You might as well say that it's caused by a council of magic elves that live within the earth and continuously cast spells to decide which stuff falls and which stuff doesn't. Okay? I have as much proof of that as you do of your fucking gravity.
Okay, if I gave you the hypothesis, right, that mass attracts mass,
Yes,
how would I
given that.
conduct it? How would
I
I
don't
conduct an
know.
experiment to demonstrate that?
Well, first off, I would like to know why anybody would ever assume such a stupid fucking thing in the first place.
Is that not what we
No.
witness?
Because why would anybody even have that hypothesis in the first place?
Because that's what we observe.
We observe that. When do you observe
Yeah.
the largest piece of furniture in your house attracting a majority of the dust?
I'll give you an
When have
example,
you
right?
ever seen a car slowly roll toward a huge mountain? When have you ever seen a crane hanging with its pendulum and the pendulum want to be drawn toward the fucking mountain? Never. No one has ever
Would
observed
you like me to
any
explain why
such
that's not happening?
nonsense. It
Would you
all
like me to
comes
Can we
explain?
ask
from
him
a
to set up the
Pythagorean
Would you
hypothesis
like me to
also?
explain why that's not happening?
I already know why it's not
Okay.
happening because
Okay.
mass
The
doesn't
reason why
attract
is
mass.
because the fucking Earth is fucking bigger than a fucking
Oh,
mountain. You
then
dumb
how
fucking
can your
retard.
fucking Cavendish experiment work, dickhead?
Oh my god, you're fucking stupid.
How
Listen,
did you
because the Earth is much
Hey,
bigger than the
no.
stupid
How did you
mountain. You dumb
exclude the
bloody
gravity of
retard.
the fucking earth, Tim? How did you exclude the gravity of the fucking earth? You
Oh
didn't,
my
did you?
god.
So you don't fucking know. You
If you
don't
let me
have an
explain,
experiment.
I'm gonna walk you through the steps, right? So
Timothy, would you give us a hypothesis?
if I'm sitting under an apple tree, right, and I observe the apple, and I can see that the direction in which the branch and the apple is heading towards the ground,
Mhm.
and then eventually the apple leaves the branch and it falls
Huh?
to the ground. To me, I'm like, wait a minute. I can see the branch and the apple attracted to the ground. They're attracted to that downward acceleration.
Attracted.
They're attracted to it.
Wait a
And so,
second.
and then eventually the
Wait,
apple
Timothy.
falls, and
Let
then
me
it
change it.
falls and it hits the ground. And it's like,
All right, let
why
me
is this
change it.
object so attracted to this
I
other
don't
object?
It's
know.
not attracted,
What is
mate.
this mass
It's not
attracted to this other
attracted.
mass?
What if your apple fell into a pond next to you? Now what's your fucking hypothesis?
It's the same thing.
Oh, it is? And why is the apple
Yeah.
floating?
Because what if you've ever been next to a tree, I know you don't touch grass, but if you've ever touched
Really?
grass in your life and you've seen
Really?
trees, you can see the branches, they're heading towards the ground. You can see that they're
Motherfucker, I
Which
pointing
way
live.
does a
towards the
tree
ground.
grow,
And so
Timothy?
what you find is as the apple grows bigger and bigger, its weight is
Yeah.
too much for the branch and it
And what is
collapses and it
weight?
falls to
And
the
what is
ground.
weight?
So what you
What is
see,
what is weight?
dude, now you're sounding
What
like this
is
other
weight?
guy.
What is
Now
weight?
you're sounding like this other guy.
Why?
You're just
Because I'm
asking
asking
stupid
pertinent
random
questions?
questions.
Because I'm asking pertinent questions. What is weight?
Pertinent. It's not pertinent. It's just
It's
random
not.
garbage.
You just invoked weight. What is weight?
Oh, dude, it doesn't. Oh my god, are we here to debate semantics?
Okay,
Or are we here
if you
to
don't want to
actually
answer
have a
that,
real conversation?
imagine Newton was alive today, or there were things as helium balloons in his day, and the apple fell, and then
Bro,
someone
your name
released
is
the balloon and it went
Flatzoid.
up. Would
Your
you
name
think
is
he would still
Flatzoid.
say
You
mass
have no
attracts mass
brain
because
cells.
the helium balloons are
Timothy,
going up?
Timothy, stop interrupting and let him ask his question. Go ahead, ask it again, Flatzoid.
Okay, I'm going to try again. Timothy, if helium balloons existed in the days of Newton, okay, and the apple fell and some kid walked past and he released a helium balloon and it went up, do you think he would claim gravity is a mass attracting mass towards the ground?
Bro, I have no idea what this guy said. He's just saying a bunch of crap.
Oh, so you don't understand simple words. Must I break it down smaller?
Bro,
Things
all you've been
go up.
asking is really dumb questions this entire time.
Not everything falls down. Some things fall up.
Oh yeah, give me one thing that falls up.
Helium
An
balloons,
airship,
Helium balloons. No,
dandelions,
zeppelins,
helium balloons are actually falling
bubbles.
down.
Mhm.
Oh,
zeppelins.
helium balloons are falling down. Oh my
They
god.
are. How are they falling down if they're up in the air? Is there gravity up in the air? Is up, down, or something in your world?
Oh my god. Helium balloons are falling down. Do you guys not know this?
Do you know how a high altitude balloon works? Last time I checked, it goes up, Timothy, not down.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's still going down.
How is
It's
it
still
going down?
falling down,
What's this person
What the
smoking?
right?
fuck?
So
What?
gravity.
You don't know up from down? Do you know left from right?
Hold on, let me finish. Gravity, right, is the force that pulls all objects with mass towards the center of the Earth,
Where's
right?
there proof of that? Do you have any proof of that?
And this force acts on helium balloons as well,
How? If it's going
right?
up, and how is it pulling?
So despite gravity, pulling the balloon downward,
How is it pulling it down if it's
the
going up?
buoyant force that's generated by the helium within the balloon acts in the
Oh,
opposite direction,
Wait, you're
and
ignoring
so
what I said in the
then it
beginning.
pushes the balloons upwards, and
You
so that's
ignoring
why
what I said
it
in the
goes
beginning, Tim.
up. But
Sorry, I have to stop you.
that
I
doesn't
have to
mean
stop you
gravity is not
ignoring what I
acting
said.
on it. Gravity is still acting on the balloon.
how?
It's just
No,
that the
Timothy,
buoyant forces.
stop evoking something
Dude,
that
why are
hasn't been
you
proven.
interrupting me, man?
We are in
Why are you
Newtonian.
interrupting? I wasn't finished with my
I'm
explanation.
stopping
And you
you
just
because you're
interrupted me.
totally strawmanning the argument. You're ignoring
No, I'm
everything I'm
not.
saying.
You're asking about
Okay,
helium balloons, and I'm
listen.
debunking your stupidity.
I'm talking about a specific time where Newton postulated gravity. Okay. So what he did was he saw an apple fall, and we are now postulating what if there was such thing as a helium balloon, or maybe a dandelion next to him, and he saw it go up while the apple fell down. Would he still postulate things are accelerating by force due to attraction towards the ground? Would he still postulate that?
What? Bro, there was no helium at the time. They haven't even discovered
Oh my
helium. So it's
God.
just a stupid question.
Do you
First of
understand
all.
what the word
And
if means?
second of
Do you,
all,
do you,
Okay, ignore the helium balloon. How about steam or dandelions or bubbles? They go up. What if he saw them
No,
go up?
no, dandelions don't go up. Oh my
Oh my
lord.
damn word. Wind doesn't blow
Dandelions
dandelions
do
up.
not go up. And look, we all observe anything with a mass falls to the ground. Period. Period. And if you're a helium balloon, you are falling to the ground. But the thing is, because of the buoyant forces, the helium balloon acts in the
Again,
opposite
you're
direction.
ignoring the argument. You are
And so,
claiming buoyancy without having your gravitational force. You first have to prove gravitational force before you can claim buoyancy due to gravity.
Yep.
It's the same you guys have with gas pressure without containment. You say, see, gas pressure gradients.
okay,
You first need the gas pressure, which means you
why
have
is
to
he
have
calling
containment.
me
It's
an
the same
idiot?
thing. You
He's calling
can't have
me an
buoyancy
idiot.
without
But
having
when
your
I call
proof
him an
of
idiot,
force.
I get muted. That's insane, dude. I mean, the double
That's
standard
because
is
you're over talking
insane.
me.
Yeah, you're being a shithead, Timothy. It's because you can't. You're having trouble backing up your shit. Okay, how can you invoke gravity as part of the buoyant force when you have not proven gravity yet?
Oh my lord. Bro, you agreed with me. You agreed with
No, I
gravity.
didn't. I agreed that there
Bro,
was
when you see the clip on TikTok, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, this guy accepts
I don't
gravity.
watch much TikTok, and I don't put a lot of stock into those that do watch it.
Bro, I've
Okay.
already got a clip of you saying you accept gravity, so it's too late for you
Well,
now.
that's great. That's great. When you're using it out of context, that just shows how dishonest you have to be to try to make your point.
No,
And here's the
it's
problem,
coming out of
Timothy.
your bloody
Here's
mouth.
the problem, Timothy. When you have to be dishonest, then you don't have a point. You understand? If you
You
have to
haven't even let me
take
explain
shut
my
up,
point.
I'm talking, bitch. Okay? If you have to take something out of context to make it look like something else, then you don't have a point. This is your guys' problem, and this is why you all have to resort to dishonesty, because your entire belief system is based on fucking lies and gaslighting.
Well,
Every
I hate
last
to
bit of
break
it.
it. I hate to break it to you.
I don't give a fuck. Break whatever you want to.
I
You
had to break it to
don't
you.
hate it. Relish
I had to
it.
break it to you. But the rest of us, we're using gravity
Who's
and it
us? Who
works
the fuck
and it
is us?
works
No, you're
and it
using a
works.
measured
The
effect, you dumb.
whole
Listen,
scientific community
Timothy,
uses.
you're retarded because you think that an effect is a cause. You are actually literally saying that cause and effect are the same thing.
I never said that.
You
But the thing
obviously
is,
are. You obviously are.
no, you're saying
If you
gravity
think that
doesn't exist.
if you think that little g is a cause of the
When did I
observed
say
effect,
that? When
well,
did I
you
say that?
obviously did. That's what you're wanting to say.
No,
Clip me saying. That's what you're
no,
wanting to clip me saying.
no. What I
Yeah.
said was,
Yes.
what I said was, if you accept little g, you accept gravity. That's
No.
what I
How
said.
is that? How is that? If you use a computer, if you have, if your name
Okay.
is Timothy, hold on, wait a second. I can do just as good right that. If you accept that your name is Timothy, that means that you suck dick with your butthole. Okay.
Well, I got one for Timothy as well. If you
I mean,
accept
I'm sorry.
if you accept buoyancy, you accept relative density
Bro, you don't know
disequilibrium.
what
Well done.
buoyancy is, bro. Just shut up.
Dude, it's displacement of ratios.
It
I've
is.
done the actual experiment showing this by debunking your gravity.
Buoyancy is fucking. You don't understand buoyant forces,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Like,
do
you're just
understand it.
fucking
It's
stupid.
Don't
buoyant
understand buoyancy.
force.
Gravity is acting on the
How is
helium
buoyancy
balloon.
a force? How
Fucking
is
retard.
buoyancy a force,
And that's
Timothy?
why if you've ever seen a balloon go high enough, you find that it stops in midair. Why does it stop? Why does the balloon, when it goes really high, why does it stop in midair? I wonder
Why?
why.
Displacement.
I wonder
Because it
why.
found
Displacement.
Maybe it's because of gravity and buoyancy
no,
canceling each
No.
other out. They
Displacement,
cancel each other
Timothy.
out and it stays there in midair
Do you
because
know
of
why?
gravity
No,
and the
Timothy.
buoyant forces canceling each other out.
Timothy, no, it's not that at all. It is equalized. And Flatzoid, I'm sorry, I forgot your name was Timothy too. I didn't mean that. But I mean, it's not that. Okay. The reason the balloon only goes to a certain height is because when it stops rising and doesn't fall, it's not because of gravity. It stays at that altitude because it has now equalized. It has found equilibrium. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
I
has
agree.
found
I agree.
equilibrium.
I
Okay.
agree.
So relative density
Equilibrium with
disequilibrium.
gravity and buoyancy.
Yep. So how is buoyancy a force?
Huh?
You said the buoyant force. How is buoyancy a force?
So you haven't heard of buoyancy as a force?
You said it. You said the
Yeah.
buoyant force. No,
Yeah,
it's buoyancy is not a force.
No, it is. It's the
No, it isn't. No,
it's
it
the
isn't.
upward it's the upward force that's exerted on an object that's floating in liquid.
There's no force. It's nothing more than. Do you see what Flatzoid has on the screen right there? What's that word say?
Huh?
Displacement.
Okay.
Displacement.
What about it?
That's your force, bro.
That's so dumb.
No,
Oh
it's not.
God.
Okay. If you have a bathtub full of water and you step into it, what forces the water over the edge?
You know what, guys? I look.
What forces the water over the edge, Tim?
This is so cringe.
What was it?
I feel sorry for you guys. Like, I
Why do you
really
feel
do.
sorry? Just answer the question.
Because like you guys are incredibly stupid.
Was the
Like,
water
just,
forced out? Was the water forced out of the tub?
Do you know what buoyancy is?
Answer the question. Was the water
It's buoyancy
forced?
is when
Was
a
the
force
water
exerted
forced?
on an object
Was
before
the answer the
displaced by
question,
the object.
Timothy? Answer the question, Timothy. When the tub is full and you step in it, and the water is forced out of the tub, what caused it to what forced the water to leave the tub?
Dude, I have no idea what you're saying, dude. You make zero
When
sense.
you step into a full tub, the water will rise up and go over the edge of it, right? So the water is being forced out of the tub. What forced the water? What was the force that made the water leave the tub?
I have no idea what you're saying, dude.
It was displacement. Do you know why this displacement takes place? Because
I don't think you understand what displacement
two
is.
Physical objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time.
I don't think you understand what displacement is.
That I do understand what displacement is.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. Displacement. Here's a good example. I have this pack of cigarettes right here, right? There is a hole in the air, exactly the shape of this box, exactly the same shape. That's because the object is displacing, in other words, going from its place to another due to the object being here. Because the air and this object cannot occupy the same place at the same time, one of the things has to yield. In this case, it's the air. So the air is being displaced by the pack of cigarettes. Right? Now, when I drop this pack of cigarettes, being is that if I took that chunk of air that's being held out from where this box of cigarettes is at, and I compare them, one is going to be heavier than the other, isn't it? Okay, and it would be this. So consequently, the pack of cigarettes goes down. Now, what happens to the hole where the cigarettes were at? Where before it was here, now it's here. What happened to the hole? It filled in rapidly, didn't it? It filled in very rapidly.
Hey, Sovereign Soul audience. I feel really sorry for you guys, and I feel sorry for this guy as well. Like, you guys are incredibly sad.
Why? Can you perhaps tell me where I was wrong in my ways, Timothy? What was I wrong about? That you feel sorry about? What was I wrong about? Did I not describe displacement correctly?
You have a misinterpretation.
A misinterpretation. So the air and the cigarettes are all in the same space.
You don't understand. You don't understand that within the helium balloon, there's a helium gas and there's air, and the helium gas displaces the air, which causes it to rise. Mm-hmm. But then there's a point where there's an equilibrium, right? And the equilibrium is caused by gravity.
No, it's not.
And hold on, let me finish my point. It's caused by gravity and buoyancy balancing out. Right?
No, it's RDE. It's RDE.
Decreasing buoyant force.
No, it's RDE.
Let me finish my point. Can I just actually just finish my point without getting interrupted? Let me finish my point. When you go up, right? When you reach higher levels of atmosphere, right? The air density decreases, right? So because of the air density decreasing, this causes the balloon to reach a point where it's like just floating in the air and it's not really moving. And that's the point of equilibrium. This is because when the decreasing buoyant force due to decreasing air density is equal to the
Displacement.
constant force
Well
of
done.
gravity that's acting on the balloon. So the constant force of gravity that's acting on the balloon, and because of the air density decreasing and the buoyancy force decreasing, it causes the balloon to be equilibrium. And we can test this out using gravity
So
and mathematical models.
once
So
it
for you to
reaches,
sit here and say
once it,
I'm wrong and I'm dumb, I'm laughing. I feel sad for you guys. I feel
oh, I don't
sorry. I
care
feel
how
Oh,
you feel,
whoever
sorry.
Timothy. That should be very
whoever
obvious.
whoever
You
did
did
this
well,
to you,
Timothy, until you
whoever
evoked gravity again.
whoever did this to you, I feel look, this is
Okay.
so sad.
Dude,
You know,
the
okay,
insults
so
aren't
you
helping
can
you.
you can dispense with your sanctimonious bullshit now. Okay, nobody gives a fuck how you feel. You dig? I don't. I don't believe anybody else here does
Yeah, but
either.
like, you're
Okay.
so pathetic, and it's just really sad.
Shut the fuck up. It's my turn to talk. You dig? All right. I don't have to take your bullshit. You dig?
Yeah, uh-huh.
All right, cool. Now we're on the right page. All right. So once the balloon has stopped rising, that's because now it's RDE, relative density equilibrium. It has achieved equilibrium. Okay. Everything is trying to be equal. That's how nature works.
That's so dumb. So dumb.
No, it's
Oh my
not.
God. Okay, listen.
Listen, I'm going to tell you about a really fun game. It's called entropy. You can't win, you can't lose, you can't even quit the fucking game. Okay? Everything wants
Can I ask
to
you a
go
question?
to a state of
Can I ask you a question?
equilibrium.
Can I ask you a question? When you go higher, right? Let's say you start on the ground and you go up. You're in a rocket. You go up, right? When you go up, right?
Uh-huh.
Is the air density when you go up? Is the air density decreasing?
Sure.
Okay, fantastic.
Mhm.
Now let's just say for now you acknowledge gravity, right? Let's just say
I
you
have not
acknowledge gravity.
acknowledged gravity.
No. Just for this
No,
example.
because then you'll take it out of context and try
Hold
to
on,
clip
hold on,
it.
hold on.
No,
When you
fuck you.
have air density,
No, fuck you. I'm making it clear right now. I'm not going to let you do that. You've already shown yourself to be deceitful and dishonest by your, I'm going to clip this and take it out of context bullshit. So, no, I treat you
okay,
as hostile now.
that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. So you agree that air density decreases as you go up, right?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. And you agree that the buoyancy or the buoyant force, right, because of the helium gas exerting buoyancy on the air surrounding it, causes it to rise. You agree with that, right?
I'm sorry. What did you say? Say it again. I couldn't hear you. I had a glitch happen on my thing locked up for a second. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what you got. What Flatzoid has drawn down there. Exactly.
Okay.
So if you're going on about a gradient, yeah. What was it, Flatzoid? Go ahead.
Yeah, just can I quickly educate Timmy again? This pressure gradient you're evoking requires containment, as I've said, entropy, mate. But off the fact, back on the displacement, why do you think when the balloon starts here and it's going up, it's because there's more matter around it to support it. So it's forcing it out of its space. It's trying to seek equilibrium. So as that balloon is going up, it's getting harder and harder to displace the medium around it. As soon as it gets to that sweet entropic spot, it stays there. Why? Because it
That's
can't
so
be
dumb.
displaced any longer. It's at equilibrium.
That is so dumb. That's not what's
That's
happening
physics,
at all.
literal physics.
That's literal physics, bro. It's not
That's
dumb at
not
all.
what's happening at all. Like, you're fucking dumb.
Every physics book in
Listen,
the world will tell you
are you
that.
gonna
bro.
let me explain my point, or you just keep interrupting me, old man? Keep having that bong
So
and
you
shut your
calling
mouth.
buoyancy dumb? Okay.
Right on.
Let me actually explain myself, because you're clearly stupid.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, we're clearly stupid.
You
We're
are
clearly stupid.
misinterpreting. You are misinterpreting physics. Okay.
Oh yes, we're misinterpreting physics.
We agree that buoyant force is the upward force exerted on an object submerged in a
No, there
flowing
is no
liquid.
buoyant
Right?
force. No,
Now,
there is no
as an
buoyant
object
force.
ascends, Right? Let me finish my point. As an object ascends through the atmosphere, it enters regions where the air density gradually decreases.
Mm-hmm.
And this decrease in air density means that there are fewer air molecules per unit volume at higher altitude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do
For
you agree with that?
unit volume, I want you
Okay,
to keep that in
so
mind. Volume.
so the buoyant force that's acting on the object is directly proportional to the density of the fluid it displaces. So therefore, as the object ascends and it encounters regions of lower air density, the buoyant force decreases because there are fewer air molecules being displaced by the object. All right?
Yep.
And then what you
Go ahead.
Why stop?
Why did you
You're
stop?
doing so well. You just do it. You're just literally explaining something you said was stupid and wrong by validating exactly what I just drew on the board.
shut
Yep.
up. Shut up. And the gravity, because of the force of gravity is acting on the object remains constant as it ascends. Gravity pulls the object downward with the same strength, right? And as a result, it causes it to reach equilibrium. It's because of gravity and
No,
buoyancy working together. It's not because of
no.
this the
Whoa, whoa,
entropy
whoa. Remember, I asked you
bullshit.
earlier if
It's
you're
so
evoking gravity as
dumb.
weight.
It's so stupid.
Does a balloon still have weight, Timothy?
Okay. I don't want to talk to this guy. I
Does the balloon
really,
still have weight,
I'm not
Timothy?
answering. I'm not answering you, stupid dumb. You don't
It's a simple
understand
question. Does the balloon
physics.
have weight?
Oh God, I'm not answering the questions, man.
You're gonna have to, man. This is the show. This is how it goes. You don't just get to come on here, lay out a bunch of dumb shit, and then act like,
But
oh,
he's
there it is.
asking dumb questions.
No, he's not asking dumb questions at all,
Yes,
dude.
he
You just
is.
got done. You just got done explaining exactly what he said with his drawing and explanation. You just explained
No, he
exactly
keeps
the
asking
thing
dumb
that you
questions. Listen,
called stupid. The
weight.
thing,
I'll explain what weight is. Weight is the force that's exerted on an object due to gravity. So due
really?
to gravity, you have weight.
Then
Okay,
how
you
come if I
fucking
change
idiot.
the medium, I can change the weight?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get my face palm protection real quick.
Do whatever you
Okay,
got
you
to
still
do.
haven't
Let me
answered me,
let me just
Timmy.
quickly hold on. Let me quickly find my face palm protection. I
Does a
just need to
balloon have
find it really
weight, Timmy?
quickly. Here it is. Fucking moron. Ugh.
Does the balloon have weight, Timothy?
What do you think weight is? You stupid fuck
I'm
pasty
asking you a
bitch.
question. Don't ask me
What do
another
you
question.
think
Just answer it,
weight
yes or no.
is? What do you think weight is?
That's what he
I
just
asked
asked you.
you a
That's the question.
I
question.
just told you weight is because of gravity.
No,
Fucking idiot.
weight is not because of
He
gravity.
said
Maybe you don't know what weight
no.
is.
He said no. What a fucking moron, dude. Oh my god. You
Please
need to learn to
define weight for us,
differentiate.
please.
You
Go
need to
ahead.
learn to differentiate between mass and weight, you fucking retard.
Define weight.
I just told you weight is the force exerted on an object by gravity.
False.
First, you're a flat sword. You have no brain cells. Just shut up.
So far, he's kicking your ass all over the
No,
place.
he's not. I'm gonna
Yeah,
clip all
he
of it,
is. All
dude.
you've done
I'm
is
gonna fucking clip,
you've
bro. I'm gonna
invoked an
clip all of this, and you
unproven.
guys are gonna go famous,
No,
dude.
no,
You guys are
listen.
fucking dumb.
You have evoked the idea of this force that you can't prove, you can't show, you can't manipulate, you can't isolate, you can't really identify, but somehow it's there and responsible for every fucking thing in the world. That's
What?
stupid.
What?
You remember my analogy of the unicorn of the leprechauns, casting spells in the center of the earth? Okay, I have as much proof of that as you do of gravity, man. You
Bro, just
keep
be quiet,
invoking the
dude.
idea of an
Bro,
observed
listen.
effect as the cause.
You already accepted gravity. You
No,
accepted little g. You accept gravity. That's it.
I accept that things. Okay, see what you have to resort to, Timothy? Timothy, do you understand that your position is so weak? That's where you have to go.
All right.
Okay,
That's
Just
I'm
because
going to
you
have to
don't
end.
have a position. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
I'm
What
going
you
to have
say?
to go now, but I just want
All
to
right, bro.
quickly finish my statement before I go.
Yeah, do it, bro.
It's called W equals mg, Timothy. And I just want to let you know that g is stating the acceleration. It isn't gravity. It's the effect that you still haven't given the cause for. You are evoking correlation based on your belief
Oh my
system.
god, you're dumb,
Listen,
bro.
can I
You
finish my
just be
statement? You're
quiet.
evoking
Just be quiet.
you're evoking a cause for that acceleration without actually giving proof
When did I
for
ever
why there's
evoke
an
a cause?
acceleration.
When did
Now,
I
when
ever
you
even use the
explained
word
the
cause?
displacement for us, you literally validated our argument of relative density disequilibrium, and we are able to do
You don't
scientific
understand what you're saying. You're
experiments to
dumb.
show it is not gravity, because gravity is not a force. Thank you very much. So keep up the great work,
Just
man.
piss off. I
Have
don't
a
know
good
why
day.
you
Thanks
invited
for
this
everybody.
guy
time,
on
man.
there.
You have a good day, Flatzoid.
The guy is just fucking dumb. He's
No,
misinterpreting
I'll
physics.
tell you what, he's anything but dumb. You know what's
He's
dumb?
literally misinterpreted physics. It's just like the cringiest
How
thing
did
I've
he
ever heard.
misinterpret physics? You literally, with your explanation verbally, explained exactly what he said that you thought was dumb.
It was because he's
You
misinterpreting
said
what he.
that, so then what you said was dumb.
No,
Because
he's
you said
missing.
the exact same fucking thing. You
No,
just
I
used
didn't.
more words.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
He's misinterpreting what
Nobody's
we.
misinterpreting anything, Timothy. Nobody's misinterpreting anything.